Warriors NRL fanatics, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and this is going to be my round 2 game preview between the Gold Coast Titans and the New Zealand Warriors, and this is going to be my round 6 game review between the Sydney Roosters and the New Zealand Warriors.
Strong, I think they're pretty even, bro. I'll probably take the Cowboys just because there's a little bit more experience.
Warriors NRL fanatics, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and this is going to be my round 11 game preview between the St George Illawarra Dragons and the New Zealand Warriors, and it's been played at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium on Saturday the 21st of May at 3 PM Australian Eastern Time, 5 PM for viewers back in New Zealand, and it's also live on Fox League and Kayo in Australia, Sky Sports for viewers in New Zealand. What I'm going to do is go through both team lists, give my thoughts on each of the sides, as well as give a rating and go through the head-to-head stats, betting prices, key players to watch, and a score prediction, anytime try scorers, and also a man of the match for the Warriors at the end of the preview. So, starting off with the home side, and that is the St George Illawarra Dragons, and this is the team that they're lining up with on Saturday. At fullback, it is Cody Ramsey, Matthew Feagai on the wing, Moses Suli and Zach Lomax are in the centres, while Mikaele Ravalawa is on the other wing. Tautau Amone in the halves with Ben Hunt, Francis Molo is the prop, while Moses Mbai is the hooker. Blake Laurie in the other prop position, Jack Bird in the second row with Jack Gawesky, and Jack DeBellin is the lock. Onto the bench for the Dragons, it is Jayden Sullivan, Tarek Sims, Aaron Woods and Michael Molo, and the reserves are Tautau Moga, George Burgess, Tyrell Sloan, Josh Kerr, Jackson Ford, Jaden Hunt and Tyrell Fiumano. Now to the away side, and that is the New Zealand Warriors, and this is their team they're lining up with. At fullback it is Reece Walsh, on the wing is Dylan Watene-Zelezniak, and in the centres is Viliami Vailea and Adam Pompey. Marcelo Montoya on the other wing, while Dejan Arce and Sean Johnson are the halves pairing. Adam Whenuabaker at the prop position. Jazz Tevaga is the hooker, with no Wade Egan still unavailable. Matthew Lodge in the other prop position, while in the second row, returning to the side, is Ewan Aiken, and he partners Tohu Harris. And Jack Murchie is the lock. To the bench now for the Warriors, it is Aaron Pene, Ben Reddock-Masila, Bunty Afai and Freddie Lussick. And the reserves are Taniela Otokolo, Jesse Arthurs, Pride Peterson-Rabadi, Junior Ratuva, Ronald Volkman, Chanel Harris-Tavita, and Elias Sikatoa is the 18th man. Looking into the Dragons team now, I think the only surprise for me at the fullback spot is Cody Ramsey. You know, you've got Tyrell Sloan there in the reserves, and look, I'm a bit surprised the Dragons are not picking him. You know, it's been a couple of weeks now we have not seen Tyrell Sloan in the starting side. And look, I would have gone with Tyrell Sloan in the fullback spot over Cody Ramsey. So that's a very interesting selection there in the fullback spot. But look, besides that, it's a very good Dragons team. And yeah, look, I'll give the Dragons team a 7 out of 10 for me. For the Warriors, you know, it's great to have Ewan Aiken back on the side, back in that second row. He's such an important player. You know, he brings a lot to the table. You know, this year's been great. And I think we have been missing him last week against the Rabbitohs there. And yeah, it's just good to see him back in the side in general. So yeah, it's a very good inclusion to have in the side. And Tohu Harris starting this week, which is great to see. Gets a bit more miles in his legs after returning last week. So, the only big loss for me is the hooker spot, and that is no Wade Egan in that hooker spot position. So, you've also got the likes of Freddie Lussick. He can come on and play a bit of hooker as well. So, I'll give the Warriors team list here a 7 out of 10 also. On to the betting prices now, and the Dragons at Sportsbet are paying $1.60. The Warriors are paying $2.35. Key players to watch now. Look, for me, for the Dragons, you got the likes of Ben Hunt in the halves there. Such an important player in terms of what he brings to his kicking game. The Warriors have got to limit his opportunities, and make sure he doesn't get too involved in the game. And look, he's such an important player for the Dragons if they are to get a result on Saturday. So look out for Ben Hunt. For me, you've also got the likes of Zach Lomax in the centre position, a damaging centre in Zach Lomax. Defensively solid. In attack can be very threatening, and he can score a try or two as well. So look out for Zach Lomax. And also Jack Bird in the second row. He's coming up against Euan Aitken. So Euan Aitken's up against his former side in the Dragons. And they will be a good battle in the second row there between those two players. So, yeah, look, Jack Bird, very good player, very versatile, can play anywhere. He plays the second row, he's played in the halves, he's played a lot of positions, Jack Bird. So, look out for Jack Bird. And for me, for the Warriors, key players, you've got Reece Walsh at the back there at fullback. We need to give him as many opportunities as he can so he can be very threatening. Reece Walsh last week against the South Sydney Rabbitohs, probably his best game he's had this season so far. So, yeah, look, in order for Reece Walsh to have a good game, we need to give him as many opportunities as we can, and he's going to be a key player for us. Then you've got the likes of Adam Fanua-Blake in the prop position. You've got Tohu Harris in the second row there. So, yeah, those are my key players to watch for the Warriors. Now, on to the head-to-head stats now. So, they both played 33 times, the Warriors and the Dragons. The Dragons have won 23. The Warriors have won 10, and there's been no draws. The last meeting between these sides was early on the season. Dragons did get the wood on us there with a 28 points to 16 victory on the 12th of March 2022. And the win record at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium, the Dragons have got a great record. It's 57-98. Warriors are only 2 from 7. Now, I think it was last year we came to Netstrata Jubilee Stadium, and our record against the Dragons at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium was absolutely shocking. We never won there in a long, long time, and we got the win and we broke that hoodoo. So, yeah, look, can the boys back it up and win again at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium after last year? Let's hope so. So, the upcoming games for the Dragons, now, they've got the Bulldogs in round 12 next week, followed by the bye in round 13, and then they've got the Cowboys in round 14 and the Rabbitohs in round 15. For the Warriors, their next couple of games reads the Knights at home next week at Moreton Daily, the Seagulls in round 13 at Four Pines Park, then round 14 and 15 they got the Cronulla Sharks at Moreton Daily and the Penrith Panthers at Moreton Daily Stadium as well. So, now to come to the score prediction, anytime try scorers and man of the match. If you're looking at this game, both the Warriors and Dragons, they're coming off defeats at Magic Round in Brisbane last week. Dragons going down to the Titans in Golden Point. Warriors falling short against the South Sydney Rabbitohs 32-30 after a second half comeback, trailing 26-6 at halftime. And look, both teams will be keen to bounce back and get a result because they really need to. Warriors are 11th on the ladder at the moment. The Dragons are 12th spot on the ladder. And in order for these sides to, close the gap on the top 8, they need to get a win here. So, in terms of this game now, look, I am going to back the boys in here, and I think we can get the win. Now, I'm going to go for a Warriors 22-14 scoreline. I think, there'll be a couple tries in it, and I think we will just win the game at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium. So, in terms of anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Dallin, Watene-Zelezniak, Viliami Valea, and I'll go with Reece Walsh to score. Man of the match, look, I will go for Adam Fanua-Blake as our standout player. And that wraps up my round 11 game preview for the St. George Illawarra Dragons and New Zealand Warriors game. Let me know who you're picking down in the comment section. How do you think the game's going to go? And I want to hear how you guys think the game will go in general. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that red subscribe button down below. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. and it helps the channel in terms of the algorithm and growing and moving this channel forward. So yeah, at the moment the channel is doing well. It's doing alright. It's at 1,130 odd subscribers. So yeah, look, let's push forward and move the channel forward. So subscribe to the channel, and if you're also enjoying the videos, make sure you click that like button, click the thumbs up button, make sure you click that thumbs up button down below, and also click the bell so you don't miss the notification when I go live on the channel or when I upload a new video next. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.